So, welcome to Women Who Rise Up. I'm so happy to tune in with you. In the past few weeks, we gathered, we gathered on Jennifer's group, and I'm glad to be back in this space, in this group, in this circle of women, and in the roots. Going back to the original intention of this group, which was really for me to create guidance and inspiration for women to create. Um, and it feels like finally, I really feel like we're stepping into more of that. And that's what we're going to be sharing today with this new program, Bloom, that was really channeled through our vessels, through Jennifer and I on this land of Costa Rica. And it really came through after we followed on our callings to be there at this specific time, to show up, to do the work of clearing the old paradigm of competition and really coming together in a place where women can share space and be in their power and being fully who they are and coexist and co-create and bring impact and bring our communities, bring our sisters forward. And feeling like, yeah, just talking about that, I feel relieved in my womb. I feel so full and so excited to be sharing more with you, and also introduce you to Jennifer and to this Bloom program. And I went to pick up this flower. I was looking for an hibiscus, but it's really in the energy of allowing yourself to release your perfume in the world and like seeing your seeds blossom, seeing your seeds come alive, like really allowing them to be birthed into the world and feeling like you're supported, feeling like you have a space, to be held, to be guided, to be activated, to really ground deeper and bring that focus, that intention, um, yeah, so that the real manifestations and the visible manifestations come in integrity with who you are. Yeah, so welcome. And so I'd love to tune in with you, Jen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just share about what's alive for you as we're opening this Bloom portal together, stepping into this space.
Yes. Thanks, Kat. As I was sharing with you just before entering the call, I have a lot of fire in my belly today. So I'm going to be weaving with the energy that's present and true in my body right now. And Bloom is exciting me because it's just showing me the potential that it has to create a powerful container for the women who are ready to bloom. And what bloom means for me, and what we have discussed also, Kat, is really that the women who you have power, you have gifts, you have done your healing work, you feel that seed in your womb, you feel that project that wants to be born, you feel that lifestyle that you've been called to, and it's like you're ready. There's no more margin for hesitation, there's no much doubt, right? You're like, well, show me the way. I want to be guided, I want to be surrounded by people who are walking the same path. I'm willing, I'm choosing, I'm taking ownership and leadership of my life and my creations. And that's what the fire of my belly wants to share right now, because the energy of Bloom, both Kat and myself are integrating it as we are receiving the codes of it. It's a strong energy. I actually sprained my ankle this week. That's how strong
Oh
the
my
energy was.
God.
And I'm welcoming it with a big smile, because I'm like, okay, well, show me where I was still having resistance towards my blooming, right? So this is an example to say that when we choose that next level of potential in our life, life will challenge us, but we don't stop at the challenges. We don't stop at the obstacles. We bow to them and we're like, give it to me in a way. Like, I mean, it can be gentle. It doesn't need, you don't need to sprain your ankle, but it's an attitude of saying yes. It's an attitude of saying, I have a life. I was born with a potential. I'm here to actualize it. I'm here to take actions to materialize it. And I'm here to receive in return the, let's say, the abundance that comes with it. So I really see it, Bloom, I see it as two movements. a movement of really giving birth and creating a structure for our services and gifts to bloom into the world, including the lifestyle, and the receiving aspect, which is receiving the abundance, receiving the wealth, receiving for your value. And when I share about this is not a money obsession. It's about the codes of your soul wealth. It's how you are encoded to receive as you are showing up in who you are. And that's really the essence of bloom. So you've done your healing work, you know yourself, you know you have gifts, and you want to be in a container which is going to activate and catalyze your next level of, let's say, showing up
Mm.
for your life and the life of others. That's what's
Yeah.
coming through right now.
Yeah, yeah, about really about the lifestyle and the gifts, and I love the word catalyze, and the word that kept coming back from you was frequency. Like it's also, allowing yourself to be bathing in the frequency that calls your soul, like in a place where you feel like you belong, of like, oh wow, I can just be me here. And that's where you get to be in a place that you can practice, you can experience that, you can embody those deep imprints, so that when you get to show up in the world, like you've been already initiated in a safe, like it's in a safe place that holds it, and where whatever is wobbly gets shown and gets cleared, so then when the real time comes, you're already more in integrity, more solid. Like there's like, even my spine is like like shooting up, like creating that bridge between the earth and the sky. And it's a lot about bridging the energies, and even as we're weaving together, like this, the fire and the water, the
Yes.
masculine and the feminine, and allowing yourself to give and to receive. And what came through this morning as I was guiding a group, Portal to Spirit, um, and one of the women shared around opulence. And see the birds. Sacred opulence is what she channeled in the activation, and it was something very, very like humble and reverence, and she talked about, um, she referred to the earth and to the indigenous tribes, and like there's something really sacred into receiving yourself, like receiving that connection that you have to source, to the earth, to like, when you connect into nature and see how like nature is so abundant, and like we're one, like we're all, it's all, like you get to receive that, to nourish it, to embody it, and then to offer it. Um, yeah, yeah. Just taking
Yeah,
a
weaving
moment.
with the frequency that you are. Yeah, I feel you, Kat, and what you're sharing. And that's the whole work. It's how to shift your frequency to be the abundant frequency that you're born with. And releasing everything that's in the way and being in that receptive mode that will dictate, that will whisper the calling to you. And then you go ahead and you take the breadcrumbs and you start moving and you start flowing. And it's really the path of least resistance. It's, you really bow to the calling, and you you're a good steward. Let's put it like this. It's not, good steward. You know what I mean.
Because you choose it.
It's a choice.
Because you choose
It's a
it,
decision.
because it's there, it's in you, like it's all the seeds that you were born with, that are in you, and that only you can deliver, can birth. And it's there,
Yeah.
it's really there when you choose it, when you allow it.
Mm.
Mhm. Yeah,
So yes.
so it's really exciting. So basically, we're creating that really solid and juicy and abundant container, um, yeah, for women seeking for their authentic power, that are ready to really embrace their gifts, and receive the wealth of their soul, and create an aligned lifestyle, and that really where you feel like you can flow, and you have the space to listen to the cues of the divine. You're in a place where you're available, because you have created, you know you have created a life that allows that you've chosen that. um,
Yes. And I will add
Yeah.
the embodiment, like how the importance of the embodiment is all going to be part of this program to create that space, to activate that potential, so your nervous system has enough resiliency to receive that next level of potential and integrate it. And that's what will propel your body to create all of this. So it's really, like Catherine was saying, it's a bridge between reality and, higher realms, like 3D reality with higher realms, material and spiritual. We are really here to unify a lot of things. So we are here to allow you to be, all of you, to be with sisters who are here to support, to nurture, to encourage, to see you, you seeing yourself first. But it's really a catalyzer that will propel you into what you've been, where you feel called to go next in terms of your frequency and in terms of your service on our planet. And we're super excited because we're both in Costa Rica. We're also opening some portals here for you for that Bloom retreat with a special 4-day retreat that is going to be offered in April. But we're including this as a bonus for whoever signs up for this Bloom program this month of December. So it's super, super exciting. It's a major leap. It's amazing. And yes, so Catherine will be putting the link for the application form underneath the video. Apply if you have questions, apply if you feel a resonance. Don't let your doubts or hesitation stop you. Follow the calling, because there's a reason why you're attracted to what we're sharing. Your body knows. Something inside of you will say, hey, there's really something in there for me. And trust that. If something is ready to shift in your life and you're hitting that crossroad and you're like, I'm ready, like I need, please offer me guidance, please let me be surrounded by people who are walking the same path. I want it, then yes, go ahead.
Beautiful. And for the women who have been following me and working with me, I want you to know that Jennifer is my secret weapon. I've been working and doing our embodiment practice, and it's really been the anchor into the upgrades, um, into that capacity to actually manifest, and materialize. And so it's really about bridging the visions that you have, the high visions, like the juicy visions, but really being able to earth them, right? And
Yeah.
so we have very solid, expertise with Jennifer's background into the embodiment practice. So I'll be putting down the link to apply. So what happens when you apply for Bloom is that we're gonna take the time to really tune into your energy, your field, read your answers, and really be honest with what's alive for you, so that we can really feel where you're at. And then we're gonna be getting in touch with you to schedule a personal call, during which we will exchange. We'll see where you're at. We'll really weave with your calling. So really follow through if you're curious, if it resonates. Yeah, we would love to be of highest service to your blooming. So we're gonna be back here and keep on weaving our medicine in the month of December. So what happens if you sign up in December, you'll have very special bonus of a 4-day retreat here in Costa Rica. Um, so make sure you don't miss that window, because it's a very juicy bonus, honestly. It
It
really
is.
has a big value, and we created that because of our love to serve. And like, this is so ready that we really want it to be smooth and easy, um, for you to jump in. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in. Please, if you're watching the record and you have some comments, we'd love to read you and weave with you. And sending you so much love from Costa Rica, from
Yay.
the forest, the sisterhood, the
Mm,
source. Mm,
thank you.
much
Thank you,
love.
everybody.
Okay.